You said you got 18 reasons why someone should consider buying a Bosch access control system. Why is that?
No. 18 great reasons, first of all.
Well, first, can I even afford it?
Bosch access control hardware and Bosch access control software is significantly more affordable than comparable products in the market. In fact, I challenge anybody to design a system and with any of the leading manufacturers' hardware and software, and then send it to us. And what we can do is we will design a system with Bosch access control software and Bosch access control hardware with comparable features and capabilities, and the majority of the time it's going to come out significantly more affordable.
Okay, well, compliance is a big thing for a lot of people.
All of our hardware is now TAA compliant.
Okay, how well does this integrate with other systems?
We use a SQL database, so we can integrate our access control data into third-party products. For example, a lot of HR software uses SQL database, so you can actually use a card swipe to prove time and attendance.
What if I only want a certain amount of people in my building?
So you can create occupancy limits for specific areas. So you can tell the system that this particular room or this particular space can only hold a certain amount of people. And then the system will actually count the card swipes. It'll give you a warning when you're approaching full occupancy. And then when it reaches full occupancy, it'll actually, it won't allow you to enter the space until somebody badges out.
Okay, well, is there any way the AMS can empower the security officers?
So we can create guard tours. We can give the security officers cards. We can require them to swipe their cards at certain readers. And then they'll be required to swipe their cards again at other readers so that we can time how long it takes them to get from reader to reader to reader. And we can create a guard tour like that. And that's how we are ensuring that people are actually patrolling.
Okay, well, how am I going to limit my number of devices?
So the Bosch AMC2 controller actually supplies a lot of power, more power than comparable access controllers on the market. So you can power your readers and your locks right from the controller, and you can limit the number of auxiliary power supplies that are required in a typical system.
Okay, well, am I going to be stuck with just one type of reader for the system?
We offer OSDP controllers. We offer Wiegand controllers, and you can mix and match them. So you can have Wiegand controllers when you want Wiegand readers, and you can have OSDP controllers when you want OSDP readers.
Okay, well, is it reliable?
So we offer full failover safety. So the controller, first of all, is completely independent. So in case of a complete network failure, we can still run all your card reads, and it'll hold a large number of card swipes on the controller itself. So during a network failure, the system will continue functioning as normal, and then when the network comes back online, it'll back up all the activities, so nobody will even notice a network failure. In addition, we have 3-tier architecture so that we have multiple layers of failover.
So cell phones are becoming a new kind of credential. Is there any way that the system can support my mobile device?
Yes, we offer mobile credential. So with a mobile credential reader, you can send a credential to somebody's cell phone, and they can now use their cell phone as their credential. So you have remote workers or workers that need to transfer from one facility to another. You can just send them a credential. They can use their phone, and they can badge themselves in, so you don't actually have to mail them a credential.
Okay, but am I going to get stuck sending people with just a blank white card for an access badge?
Nope. We include full badge designer software, so you can create a badge. You can add face, you can add name, you can add colors and logos and whatever, and you can use your access control card as your badge.
Can my doors unlock automatically?
So we can create different schedules for different times. We have something called office mode, so you can have your doors unlock automatically when people are scheduled to be there, and then lock themselves automatically at the end of the day.
Well, if I have an emergency in my organization, what's it going to do?
We have up to 15 threat levels, so you can create a certain type of behavior for different emergencies and different scenarios. So you can initiate a threat level using the card or using a code or clicking the screen, and you can create a lockdown for an active shooter. You can create a different type of a lockdown for a weather emergency, just for example.
Was there any way to speed up the investigation process of an event?
Yes, we have full BVMS integration, so you can bring Bosch AMS data into Bosch BVMS video system, so you can have video verification, you can see associated video from any kind of card read, you can have video call-up in case of certain events, so you can have somebody sitting at a video client and it'll bring up a screen automatically in case something happens. You can do a search for card events and access control events in your BVMS video client, so you can do investigations very easily.
Is there any way for it to send me alerts about what's going on?
So we have full integration with the Bosch B and G series intrusion detection systems, and the intrusion detection system can send alerts. The intrusion detection system can monitor your system. The intrusion detection system can integrate alarm devices and alarm events into your access control and access events into your intrusion detection system.
So how's it going to deal with the presence of visitors?
So we have full visitor management. So we have a enrollment through a browser. So you can add a user temporarily and send them temporary credentials to their phone. You can get an alert when they enter your facility. You can track them throughout your facility using the browser-based client, and you can get an alert when they leave, and you can even get an alert if they don't leave as scheduled.
Okay, well, are security going to have issues trying to use this thing?
So we have a great client that includes free map creator software. You don't have to have AutoCAD. You don't have to have a layout from something else. You can just create a full map of your whole facility. You can add doors, you can add readers, and if you have an intrusion detection system integrated into the system, you can even add things like motion detectors and doors and keypads. You can arm and disarm your alarm system right from your access control client.
So is this thing going to be easy to set up, and if I need to change something on it?
There are lots of templates, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. You can just select from a bunch of predetermined configurations and just add and drop and use one of the door behavior templates that are already in the system.
Oh, can it grow with me?
So the best feature is the fact that you do not have to pay for what you don't need. So we have lots of different licensing options. You can just start with a few doors and a few readers, then keep adding doors, adding readers, adding alarm panels, and so on, and then you can grow the system as your organization grows.
How people reach out and ask questions?
So we love answering questions. I have lots more than just 18 reasons. 18 just happens to be my favorite number. So send us an email. We're at support@midchez.com. We're here to help.